Jasmine. She is a sophomore here at Penn State. She's majoring in pre-vet, and after she finishes here, she wants to open up her own veterinary clinic. Her speech is on exotic animals, and she feels really important because they're very dangerous and they don't make very good pets.
Okay, so my speech is on exotic animals as pets. So what we're going to talk about today is what are exotic animals, the hazards for them, how we are affected, how they are unpredictable, and what we catch out. Okay, so some of the exotic animals I have are the iguana, chimp, the tiger, the poison dart frog, the sugar glider, spotted python, and this actually caught my attention was from the ASPCA, where they were like, would you keep a cat in a fishbowl? It's basically like keeping like a tiger in your basement or something. Like it's not a comfortable environment for them, and you can't provide care for them that way. Some of the hazards for them, if you do keep an exotic animal as a pet, you have to maintain their diet, which is very expensive, exercise and social interactions. If you don't keep up with all that, they become malnourished, stressed, they have trauma, behavior disorders, and lack of veterinary care. The veterinary care comes into play when you have a large animal, and because they're illegal, a lot of veterinarians either will not care for them, or it's very expensive, so they'll double the price to take care of this animal. A lot of the smaller animals, like sugar gliders, are a little more easier to take care of because they are small, but they have a lot of maintenance. We are affected, one of the main ways that we are affected is that they can pass diseases on to us, such as chlamydia, hepatitis A, rabies, ringworms, measles, monkeypox, and there's so many more that they can transmit to us. Not only can they transmit diseases to us, they are not domesticated, meaning that they are very unpredictable, and they have personalities too. So some days they wake up and they're grumpy, or other days they're really happy, and sometimes like their behavior changes with seasons or cycles that they're going through. And one of the main things is that they rarely bond with their owners, so they're not very friendly towards us. Does anyone remember back in, I think, 2009, when there was a chimp attack in Connecticut? The girl that her mother that got attacked actually went to my high school. So the daughter. I just wanted to show you this video of what actually happened.
Okay, they're going your way. Okay, they're going as fast as they can. You'll be there momentarily.
Tonight, the victim remains in critical condition. A grim reminder, animal experts say that chimps, like all wild animals, are unpredictable. More now from David Madigan.
He was a celebrity chimpanzee featured in his Old Navy commercial. Travis was famous, usually friendly, and treated like a member of the family. He liked baseball, according to his owner, used a computer, and drank wine. But Travis was also very dangerous. And on Monday, the 200-pound animal is dead after nearly killing a woman in Stamford, Connecticut.
Just as Charlotte Nash arrived at the house and exited her vehicle, the chimpanzee attacked her, untriggered, unknown what led to the attack.
It could have been fatal, but Travis's owner, Sandra Harold, rushed out of her home and repeatedly plunged a butcher's knife into him. Stabbed but still a threat, the ape then lunged at police officers who arrived at the scene.
The officer, with nowhere to retreat, drew his sidearm and fired several times, striking the chimpanzee, who at that point fled the area.
Mortally wounded, Travis returned to his enclosure in the back of the house, collapsed, and died. The owner says Travis was uncharacteristically jittery earlier in the day, so she gave him the anti-anxiety drug Xanax. But experts say apes are always unpredictable.
These animals don't make good pets. They're incredibly powerful, and there are really few legitimate reasons that these creatures should be in captivity. We shouldn't be keeping them in our homes as pets.
This attack was by no means unprecedented. Back in 2005, two chimpanzees kept at an animal sanctuary in California mauled a man. You can get an idea of the horror from this 911 call.
Fire department, what is your emergency? Yes, ma'am, I need an animal clear immediately. The animal has a chimpanzee sanctuary. Only his injuries, and repeat them, they need help. They tore out his eye. They tore out his eye.
Chimpanzees are classified as an endangered species, but only in the wild. Captive chimps are considered a threatened species, a subtle distinction. But consider this. Only 21 states ban chimps as pets. The president of the Humane Society calls it shameful, writing, "I not only see cruelty and greed too often on display, but also colossal human stupidity." All of those human weaknesses were in evidence in the long run-up to yesterday's tragic attack. Legislation is currently working its way through Congress to make it illegal to keep primates like Travis as pets. David Mattingly, CNN, Miami.
So yeah, that's one of the main reasons. The lady actually went to the house. From what I understand, she had dyed her hair like a different color, and then I think she had like a little gift for the chimp. And I guess the chimp didn't recognize who the lady was, and just like went ballistic because like this is basically his territory. That's his house. And he was like, "Who is this person walking up to my house right now?" So he just went crazy. And I feel bad for the girl because her mother is in a critical condition. So a recap would be, we learned why it's hard to keep exotic animals as pets, especially the larger ones. And you have to constantly maintain them in order for them to be healthy. They can spread diseases to humans, and lastly, they are unpredictable. So in conclusion, exotic animals are those who can afford the expensive and high maintenance lifestyles. These are my sources. And do you have any questions? If not, that's my email.